Hey everyone, it's Sophie. I'm coming back with another video. Just wanted to touch base on what I've been up to since my last video. So, I am still sticking to my plan of leaving my job at the end of 2022. I actually passed my midterm for nursing assistant. I got a 98%, so I'm excited. Yay! I have gotten more confirmations that I made the right decision with giving my resignation to my current full-time job. Dealing with the different things that this particular job you have to deal with, the company and my position. It's different things that the job requires that I struggle with. It's a personality. I think that you need a hair that I don't. And sometimes it got a little sad, and I was like, wow, am I gonna make it to the end of 2022? I'm fearful of that, but at the end of the day, I know that I don't have to stay all the way to the end of 2022. That's a lot of time that I've given to my boss, and I would like to stick to that plan. But if for whatever reason I can't stick to that plan because working at my current job is too much for me, I will have another meeting with my boss and say, I'm sorry, I have to leave in May, or I have to leave in a month's time, just because I have to look out for my mental health. If I lose my mind, no one is going to be able to help me, and I have to keep that in mind. It got really crazy about 2 weeks ago. I had to tap out, I had to go for a walk, and I did. And I spoke to my boss again the next day, and we had a better meeting about work stuff. It was really tough, but again, in a way, it was like a confirmation that, okay, this is not the job for me. You know, I'm had my time here, and sometimes when you stay longer than you're supposed to stay at a job, it really gets uncomfortable towards the end, because everything in life is pushing you past this time. Like, it's time to move on, it's time to move on. That's where I'm at as far as work. I am teaching or tutoring in English as a second language on Preply. What is it, Preply? Preply. I have 3 students. One student is from South Korea. He's 5 years old. My other student is from Turkey. He's 11 years old. And I have another student that is from Italy, and I think he's like 51. And it's interesting meeting all these different people. I really like talking to the guy from Italy. He tells me a lot about, educates me on different wines and what to pair the wines with, and Italian dishes. I'm actually gonna try to cook an Italian dish that he had mentioned. He gave me the recipe. So I really like that, because I'm learning different things about another culture. We actually have an Italian restaurant here in Bermuda, and I showed him the menu from this Italian restaurant, and he laughed so hard because apparently things that are on this Italian restaurant's menu is not Italian. And I think fettuccine, having chicken and fettuccine, he's like, oh my gosh. That is not how we do it here in Italy. We don't put chicken in fettuccine. Really? Yeah, but he didn't say it like that, but he was just like, it was really we were laughing or whatnot, and it was funny. I've got my computer open right here, and I have made so far $161.88. I'm gonna make probably another $7 today. I have 2 lessons, 1 hour each. I make $5 from each lesson, at first, and then the commission comes out for having my lessons on Preply. They take 25% of my earnings. That's a lot. I'm still just getting my feet wet with teaching English. I have been tutoring. Let me specify the difference. I'm tutoring in English. I am not a teacher. I got my bachelor's in business administration. I wish I did in English, because I'm just like, I would love to do stuff like this and have all the real university level training for this. I am looking at getting my master's degree in teaching English as a second language. language, but we'll see, because obviously I have to look at the finances of that or whatnot. But for right now, it's going to be one of the streams of income for me when I leave at the end of 2022. So I'm excited. And I also want to do virtual assistant work, like data entry. I'm not sure if I mentioned in my last video, but I have 4 years going on 5 years of data entry experience. And even though that's not like fancy experience, it's still what I have, right? So I can do data entry work online, remotely, and I like the idea in the back of my head, whatever I do, to be able to do it remotely, so I could go anywhere in the world and I don't have to stress about getting back to an actual place to work. I think a lot of people are thinking about, after having to quarantine for so long and being able to be home with your family, being able to go from your bed and just get up at 9 o'clock or maybe 10 minutes before you have to start working to get coffee, clean yourself up, and start work. You can work out right before, get a shower, and be at your desk by 9 o'clock. You know, it's a little harder to do that, but you have to rush. Like, I have to leave my house at 7:50 to go catch the bus to make sure I'm there like 10 minutes before 9. I don't want to do that. I asked if I could work from the UK doing my job, and that's not going to work out for my current company that I work for. It's not a problem. You just go find something else. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I am advertising myself, so I could do tutoring a little bit part-time, but kind of like, you know, moving it more towards full-time. So I will be doing tutoring in English, virtual assistant work, and a plan B, if that doesn't work out like I am planning for it to work out, I can do nursing assisting part-time in the UK. That is the plan. I do not want to do that full-time. I am learning a lot about the human anatomy and what it will really look like being a nursing assistant, and it's a lot. I definitely think I could do it. As a mom, I have seen everything. I know what comes out of the other end of people, and, you know, having to clean up my son, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do any job full-time, to be quite frankly. And I have watched enough videos on YouTube of people actually doing this, and I'm going to do it. I'm so excited. Yay. It's coming towards the middle part of November, and I'm like, whoa, how am I gonna feel at the end of, like, this time next year? I'm like, I'm about to leave. I can't wait. I can't wait to see my video that I upload in November. I feel like November the 13th. 2022. Like, where am I gonna be? Like, I can't wait to see where I am, just mentally, financially, but like really emotionally. I want to see where I'm at, because it's been quite a journey since last month when I gave in my resignation. But honestly, I had like a breakdown in September, so that was really like starting to be like, I can't wait until 5 years, because I was thinking like I had to wait until like midway through my son's university time. That's when I'll quit. I was like, I can't wait. I can't do that. And I already talked about that in my last video. Just like I made the decision, I told my landlord, I told my boss, and I'm kind of going through some stuff at work since saying that. And I have gone through some stuff with my landlord since saying that, because I don't know, sometimes people don't know how to handle change, and they are accustomed to seeing you in a certain light and a certain way about you. But I feel much lighter since being just so honest. Like, I'm not ashamed. I think some people are ashamed of talking about mental health and when you need a break. I work for a company that deals a lot with the Asian culture, Asian individuals, because our company, we develop a language program for children in Asia. So we have a whole more than half of our team is in Asia, and they have very strong work ethic, which is awesome. They do amazing work. I am not on that level. I have been working at the company for over 4 years, and I do not have that work ethic. I work very hard, but I have my own style of work. It just is not, it doesn't match well with the company I work for, and I end up feeling like I am inadequate, and that doesn't make me feel good. Like, and it's had an effect on my mental health. Like, my boss asked me in our last meeting on what can be done, and I'm just like, nothing could be done. This is just how this company operates, and that's a great, the company has done really well for itself and for its employees. So I know that things are not going to magically change for me to make things feel better for me. I just need to move on. I need to finish up my work and do what you tell me, and then move on. Like, it's not that, I guess my boss is doing the manager thing, like, well, what can be done? Nothing. It's okay. You know what? My boss asked me, I wish we had something else we could give you to challenge you. I was like, no. Like, I want to be challenged, but I want to be challenged in areas that I'm strong in. Does that make sense? Like, so if I'm strong in something, I can become even more stronger based on what my students have told me that I tutor. They say I bring like a lot of life to the classroom. I prepare for it. I'm professional. And I'm like, okay, if I'm getting challenged in tutoring English as a second language, that's something I want to engage in because I'm good at it to a certain degree. I can always get better though. So it's like, I want to say it's a natural talent there that I have. And I'm dyslexic, so I have a creative mindset that I bring to the classroom that maybe other tutors don't. I have to think outside the box in order to help you with your English. I have to think outside the box because one, I didn't go to school for English as far as learning all the different grammar, the different things, the sentence structure. I'm a native English speaker, so I come with just knowing the language since all my life. I have 31 years of experience speaking in English. I guess not, I wasn't coming out of the womb speaking English, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just happy, y'all. I was actually feeling like trash this morning because some things that I have to deal with since saying that I am moving on. That's all I'll say. So it made me a little sad, but I have to keep remembering my journey has started, but just think about getting on British Airways and saying bye to Bermuda and prayerfully never coming back. It's always a thought of like, if somebody dies, am I gonna come back and show my respects? But a person's dead. What's the sense of me coming back? That's not, There's a little bit of part of me that's thinking like that, but like that's kind of mean. I just feel like I haven't been living my life all this time. If somebody passes away and I find out their funeral and they're important to me, I pray that I have enough money where I could just slip me in, show my respects, slip back out. I'm scared sometimes because I'm like, am I glamorizing moving to the UK too much, and is it like not gonna work out for me? But I can't think like that. I have to believe that it will work out and will be a breath of fresh air. I will make it. I will make a life for myself out there, and I am excited. Can't wait to see it all come out. Alright, I'm talking for so long. Please watch this to the end. I'll see you guys later. Bye.